Aldridge, DA.
Kevin, thank you. Brandon Ingram is an all-star talent, but then again, this is what he expected would happen. He said, confidence got me this far. Even with my build, I always had it. I think I have greatness in me, and I'm not going to stop until I'm the best. He certainly is well on his way to fulfilling that prophecy, Kevin.
Tremendous, David. Thank you for that. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at the Pelicans. Here in the early part of the season, they've acquired the third best record in the conference. And checking out Dallas, they're much further down in the standings right now.
And you know, for the Mavericks, they've fallen all too quickly down to that spot at the bottom of the standings. If any team needed a bright start, it was them.
Yeah, with the quality of a lot of teams they're now staring up at, it's going to be difficult for them to bounce back from this kind of start and make a huge climb up the standings.
Now the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Ingram and Williamson are the forwards. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2-guard. And for the Mavericks. And the post players for him, Kleba and Porzingis. Doncic out there with Trey Burke. And it's Hardaway in at the 3 spot. And Greg, when it comes to load management, why do we see more of it now than when you play?
Well, for me, the science of it, and it's not just the athlete, it's the technology and the science that goes into making a better athlete. That's why you're seeing load management far more acceptable to the masses now, understanding that this is about the long game.
Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
He's got some growing confidence right now in the catch-and-shoot game, Hardaway Jr. Feels like he could score from anywhere.
Locked in the pass to Alexander Walker. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Down low, Porzingis with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Burke's got it. Lays it up and banks it in.
7'3" is Porzingis, and he can see everywhere on the court. Trust me, everywhere. Nice zip pass there.
Now Brogdon. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
Well, I like it when he goes vertical, but I like it when he stays there. How about Zion getting up?
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Here's Doncic. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that. It's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
Valanciunas. That one misses. Nice D from Porzingis. Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. And they double up Doncic. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Now, tough to match up with the length of Porzingis, and when he's floating around there, sometimes those rebounds are going to come up, and he's just too big to not get some.
Now here's Williamson. Last game with 30 points. Back to Brogdon. Teardrop shot. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Here's Doncic. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league. And Kevin, everybody's dissected Luka's offensive game, trying to find that weakness. And I'm just here to tell you, I don't think he has it.
Now here's Williamson. He's as potent an offensive player as you're going to find in this league. He averages almost 30 points a game.
Well, Zion plays within the system. And right there, very unselfish.
And the play of Doncic drawing comparisons to so many all-time greats. But, Greg, the one that stood out to me, they said he's a combination of Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. What do you think?
And it just makes sense. With his passing and shooting, you throw in the step-back game of James Harden, you start to see why he has become such a problem for this league.
And here is Brogdon after Luka Doncic hitting the 3. Williamson double team. And here's Ingram from the arc.
The
Second chance effort. Outside to Brogdon. Over Hardaway. That one wide left.
Mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
And that one's good. Burke.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Here's Williamson. Porzingis with the block.
Great anticipation there. Porzingis in the right spot and throws that one.
Here's Doncic. Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed one of his 5 shots tonight.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
Count it.
Brandon Ingram, a constant threat on the offensive end. And a little bit of work right there in the mid-range.
Doncic looking it over. Pass to Burke, and it's Brandon Ingram with the foul.
Brandon Ingram.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Burke with it. His last outing, he had 8 points. Doncic outside. Lock at 6. Dallas moving it around. 17-foot shot on the way. Again, the Mavericks score.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Ingram up top. Leba defending. Out to the right wing. Here's Alexander Walker. The Mavericks pull it in. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Well, you never want to concede a game before you play it. That said, though, they were just overmatched.
Tough thing about that one is they also were playing a poor opponent, so no fire in that game, and that sticks with you a little bit.
And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Doncic. 6 points for Porzingis. Brogdon against Doncic. Williamson right side. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. We've been seeing athletic big men in the NBA now, Brent, for some time, but Zion Williamson raised the bar when it came to that department.
There's no doubt about it, and it's this combination that is so strange for people to have to wrap their heads around when you get on the floor with them. You're standing eye to eye to him if you're 6'5", and you don't realize the power, the strength, the quickness off the floor, the ability to put the ball down on the deck. I mean, he's just something that you don't see every day, and it's the reason why Zion's one of the more special players in the league.
And so here is New Orleans. The Mavericks making the shot. Loads it up for Williams. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brogdon. And we'll take a chance now to honor the Western Conference Player of the Month, Luka Doncic. And here we go. Coach's challenge is being called for here in the out-of-bounds violation. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Mavericks. And a change for the Pelicans. Hayes, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas.
And you know these types of plays, especially when you're talking about action around the sideline, this is something you can get a much better perspective of on replay than real game speed.
We've got the benefit of new camera angles, Greg. Much easier to see exactly what's going on, especially with the fidelity and angles that we've got access to now. So we just got word from the NBA Replay Center via the official courtside administrator. And the original call will stand for the out-of-bounds violation.
You know, and some people might argue, hey, we're stopping the game, but this uses up a timeout, so that's technically already a break that could happen, regardless of the call staying the same.
That's his first.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
New Orleans shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for 2.
First free throw is good. And so Murphy hits them both. Mavericks leading by 10. And here's Brunson. He had 15 points last out. And it's Doncic missing.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Here's Ingram. In the corner, it's Brogdon. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Brogdon's got it back down to single digits for New Orleans. Looking at the last game for the New Orleans Pelicans, it was a win against Dallas. Stolen by Brogdon. And here comes the break. Back to Hayes. Passes it to Ingram. 5 to shoot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And the Mavericks making a change here. Powell's checked in. Dallas has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. The pass to Brown. Now here's Brunson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Over Murphy. The shot's good from Brunson. Pelicans trail by 9. Here's Brogdon. An 11-point game for him in the win against Dallas.
And even if you took away his points, he was still an offensive force because of his passing. His assist numbers were tremendous.
And Greg, with recent legal results, more opportunities now for compensation for college athletes. Do you like it?
I do. I mean, there's enough money going around. I don't have a problem with the athletes getting a share, especially with the amount of time and effort and energy they have to commit. Let's take care of the guys. Let them enjoy the collegiate experience.
Green, he's checked in for New Orleans. It's Ingram on the wing. He had 22 points in the win against Dallas. That shot is off. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Brunson scanning the floor. Six on the shot clock. Here's Powell. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Brown kicks to Brunson. Dallas moving it around. 5 on the clock. Doncic against Brogdon.
Good at staying with his man. You can tell Brogdon is trying his best to shut you down.
And it's Doncic missing. Ingram. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Now here's Powell. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
Powell with the steal. Here's Finney-Smith. Poked loose. Murphy with the steal. And he drives in. It's good. Murphy's got 6. There's 1:54 left here in the opening quarter. Ingram with the steal. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Well, the length of Ingram on display, outstanding at finding a lane, and then he explodes through it.
Doncic against Brogdon. They get a hand on it, and it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
Pelicans ball.
Here's Ingram. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game. 1:22 left in the first quarter of the game. For 3, Brogdon. It's rebounded by Brunson. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. It's a 3-point game.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
Now here's Brogdon. He has 5. It's Ingram on the wing. Pass to Brogdon. Just 5 on the clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And it's Green missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Finney-Smith can't get it to go.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first. Here's Ingram. Takes it inside. Great D that time from Powell. Here's Brunson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one at the line is good.
2 shots.
And both free throws good for Brunson. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Ingram outside. Shot from 16. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor, but replays here, and
It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And will be right.
Just getting in that weight room and living in there, basically. Doing what.
And it's 7-3, and with a few injuries over the last couple of years, Greg, that lower body strength work, so important for KP.
Absolutely. I mean, his skill is tremendous for a player his size, but keeping his body strong is going to be critical.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. We've got Hayes. Green is out there with Kennard. And it's Alexander Walker in at the point. Pelicans trail by 3. Pass to Kennard for the 3. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got his 6th rebound on the night.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Kristaps Porzingis is returning to form after his knee surgery. He says making sure it's strong and stable is nonstop work. I'm feeling better, and I have confidence that I can go out there and play freely. His offense has been great. It's the defensive end that he's still getting right. Guys?
Well, we know he can be a presence, DA, and I think eventually he's going to be what he wants to be. Thank you. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. And Brown now atop the key. Doncic dishes to Brown, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And a lot of players want a voice in team strategy, and I've always wondered, Greg, is there a downside for coaches letting their players get too involved?
I mean, there is a belief that you can have too many cooks in the kitchen, right? But if a player knows his stuff, it's worth at least hearing them out, if only to keep those open lines of communication.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell, and Trey Burke subbed in for Doncic. Brown against Valanciunas, and Maxi Kleber is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Porzingis, he's checked in for Brown. Valanciunas inside. He's against Porzingis. Kennard, the pass to Alexander Walker. 4 on the shot clock. The Pelicans get another chance here. There's Green with the 3. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Valanciunas against Porzingis. Moves back up. No good from Valanciunas. Dallas leading by 5. Burke looking over the floor. Outside, Porzingis. And it's off from three-point range. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And here are the Mavericks now. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Hardaway against Kennard. Hardaway, no good. Pelicans trail by 5. Passes it to Murphy. Off the mark, and the drop continues. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. And Hardaway gets it to go.
That's one of Tim Hardaway Jr.'s favorite shots. Not just the ones that go in, but from that spot on the floor.
Here's Alexander Walker. Brunson covering. In the corner, Kennard with it. Here's Valanciunas, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
Right side, Porzingis, and the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's his first foul.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
New Orleans making a switch here. Williamson's checked in. And there's the pass to Williamson. Williamson double team. Kennard on the wing. Williamson kicks to Kennard. Pelicans keep it alive. Williamson, the pass to Kennard. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Williamson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
When you look at Zion Williamson's impressive scoring output, what also strikes you, Greg, is his field goal percentage.
Yeah, I mean, this guy hits at just around 60%. Safe to say Zion isn't wasting many looks. He just attacks inside where few men can slow him down.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Here's Brunson. 6 points for him. Outside Hardaway. Back to Brunson. Pass to Porzingis. Williamson against Brunson. Shot clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Hardaway for 3. Here's Porzingis, and he lays it straight in. Porzingis has got 5 points in the quarter.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
To the paint, here's Williamson, and Williamson throws it down.
One thing Zion's learning to do is just set better screens. It's so effective for the offense.
Now Burke, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Porzingis kicks to Burke. Drills the three-pointer. Burke's got 7.
They've been outstanding from beyond the arc this quarter. Their percentage has been climbing steadily.
Pass to Kennard. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Brunson.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
The drive by Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
And how agile was Zion on that dunk?
Brunson the pass to Kleba. Now here's Porzingis. Covered by Williamson. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis. And it's 13 points for Porzingis.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And finished off by Williamson.
Yeah, it looks like Zion's got the stage all to himself there, just tearing down the rim.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
It's a T-shirt bonanza. Make some noise. All right, look who's coming on the court. Come on and get loud for your...
Dorian Finney-Smith checked in for the Mavericks. The Pelicans also changing it up. Murphy's checked in, and it's Ingram in for Green. Outside, Porzingis. That three off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Williamson. And finished off by Williamson.
These are the kind of indications that the league is worried about if you're an opponent, and you love it if you're on his team. Zion taking over and doing damage.
Hardaway passes to Finney-Smith. Burke with it. He has 7. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Brunson against Brogdon. Right wing. If he passes to Alexander Walker. Porzingis with the block. Knocked loose. Stolen by Brogdon. Goes up. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Well, the size that Brogdon has at the point guard, a good job of finding somebody over the top.
Pass to Porzingis. Here's Finney-Smith. 11 points for him in that last game against New Orleans. Brunson, no good.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
The pass to Alexander Walker. It's Hardaway with the drive. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Tim Hardaway Jr. is just a tremendous athlete. He spots a great route to the rim and doesn't settle.
And the dunk by Williamson.
What a contest This is turning into almost like a dunk contest, Kevin.
You're right, Greg. They are really going at it, and it's bound to only get more intense from here on out. Outside, Porzingis. Off target from outside. Pelicans trail by 6. Pass to Alexander Walker. Brogdon kicks to Williamson. There's the drive. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Hardaway. Lays it up off the glass. 10 points for Tim Hardaway.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Brogdon against Brunson. Brogdon looking it over. Kicks it to Williamson. Here's Alexander Walker. The three-pointer, no good. Mavericks leading by 8. Hardaway with it. Now guarded by Ingram. They get it back. Pass to Brunson. Now here's Burke. Not a lot of room. Brunson, no good. Pelicans shooting the ball at 42%. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Back to Ingram. Porzingis with the block. Hardaway against Murphy. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the Pelicans with possession here. Pelicans trail by 8. To the middle. Williamson finds Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And that's the way it should be. Ingram aggressive to the rack.
Dallas calls timeout.
And this may not be the juiciest stat you'll ever get, but the development of Brandon Ingram as a free throw shooter early in his career was shocking.
Dwight Powell's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And the Pelicans also making a change. Green's checked in. Greg, as we take a look at Ingram's free throw shooting, he went from a mediocre performer at the line to almost automatic after a few years in the NBA.
And Kevin, it's a testament to the work he's put in. It was an area of his game he had to develop, and he didn't ignore it. And now his aggression on the court pays off with points at the line.
Porzingis with the ball. Now defended by Williamson. Burke can't get it to go. And so Green will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Trailing here by 8. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense on that one.
Yep, made the defense work extremely hard and did a nice job of getting any advantage they could against the team that shot it well.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. He's looking for Williamson and finds him. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Brandon Ingram at that size, able to survey the entire floor and make a play.
Now, here's Doncic. D right on him. Pelicans trail by 4.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Passes it to Alexander Walker to the inside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Now into the lineup for your battle. Moses Brown.
With 1 on the clock, that shot no good.
Well, when Brandon Ingram's active on the defensive end, from whatever position, he's going to help out that particular possession. Good reaction there.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Mavericks on top, up by 4. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Jason, a hard-fought first half. How do you assess the game so far?
We're going to need everybody. And the one thing we got to do is we can't settle. We got to keep attacking, get the ball in the paint.
Use that length to your advantage. Thanks, Jason. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 13 points, 3 assists, and 6 rebounds. And from what we saw so far, and that'll.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one. As both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Zion Williamson, guys. In this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And the post players for him, Kleba and Porzingis. Trey Burke is out there with Luka Doncic, and it's Hardaway in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd.
That's a big target in Porzingis, but he delivers.
Doncic against Brogdon. Williamson, the pass to Alexander Walker.
And it seems like we have an invasion of players in the league from Canada. Nikhil Alexander Walker, one of the latest first-round picks from the North.
Yep, 2019 GA, Alexander Walker, 17th pick in the draft. And he's really close to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. In fact, they're related. That's his cousin. And they did this really cool jersey swap the first time that they faced off against each other. And SGA actually got the best of them in that game. Scored 23 back in 2020. But Canada is providing some incredible talent to the league the last few years.
Brogdon outside. There's the pass to Alexander Walker. Shot clock at 5. Here's Williamson. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Hardaway kicks to Doncic. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. Doncic has got 18 points.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
Here's Brogdon. Makes it off the glass. He has 7.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And here is Doncic. He's got 18. Porzingis can't hit.
Yeah, just the first miss of the half there. They have to be happy. 3 of 4 to start it off.
Now here's Ingram. Inside. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
Now here's Doncic. He's covered closely. No good with the layup. Guy is a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Doncic finds Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Pass to Hardaway. Now Kleba. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Hits the three-point bomb.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Brogdon outside. Mr. Williamson. Williamson double team. Outside to Brogdon. And there's the...